I'm joined here by Peadar Reynolds and Brian McNaughton here from Rockland, in New York. They're here on tour from America. They brought a whole bunch of young lads here, and they've just completed a Gaelic hurling and football game here in the Inagh-Kilnamona club here. Lads, you're very welcome. First of all, it's great to have you here.
It's great to be here.
Yeah, magnificent display by them young lads. I presume they're all born in American born.
They're all American born kids.
Yeah.
Some of them with second generation, like my son and Brian's son plays, but most of them would be grandparents and maybe even further back.
Yeah.
We've only 5 sets of kids on, or 5 kids on there that their parents are 100% Irish. The rest would be second, third, maybe fourth generation.
Yeah. The Rockland Club was formed in 1972, so last year was your 50th anniversary. I presume in 1972 it was mainly Irish lads that went out from the homeland, and now it's probably more homegrown.
50-50,
Is it? Yeah. I suppose you put an awful lot of work into these lads to get them, the boys and girls there. It's some terrific skill there, particularly in the football. I thought they were excellent, and it doesn't happen that easy, I'm sure. Like, you know, you have to put a lot of work into them, and they put a lot of work into themselves, I'm sure.
Yeah, but these kids are the same as Irish kids too, pretty much. Like, they're playing since they're 6, most of them. A couple of late comers, but the only difference would be is they've maybe 4 or 5 other sports that they play also. So you're competing against with a lot of other sports to get them and have them playing outside of the training ground as well. Like, so.
Yeah, but America is such a sports-mad environment that you have an awful lot to contend with. Like here in Ireland, you have probably rugby and soccer, and we have to fight sometimes to keep our good players in that. Do you have that fight as well?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, to be honest, we would to a certain extent, but we've been blessed with this particular group of players. Parents are all on board, and that's half the battle.
Yeah.
So, we're lucky. We're lucky.
Yeah. And at home in America, when you're playing your games, like you get a lot of support, like from businesses and from the public in general, I suppose, like, keep the show on the road. 'Cause it's not easy to keep it's a lot of money now involved in everything, keeping a team, bringing them up through the ranks.
The club, our club's a pretty big club, like it's a massive club actually. So, and everybody in it works well together. It's a proper community, just the same way as your community would be here. Like, so everybody gets behind the wheel and helps out. Like.
You two lads, you played when you went to America, obviously.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Antrim.
Yeah. Oh, Cushendall. I played against Cushendall when I was in London, the Desmond Sutherland Club.
And you beat us, didn't you?
We came second a few times, but we beat them in the end, right? I think.
You beat us 1 year, anyway.
Yeah. And yourself?
I'm from Leitrim, Corletra, a rural parish in South Leitrim.
Yeah. So you're brought up in the real tradition of hurling and Gaelic football.
We have a good, myself and Brian has a good relationship. He's my second in command in the football, and I'm his second in command in the hurling.
Yes, that's fair.
It works well.
That's fair. So you don't have any problems with crossovers or whatever,
No.
Yeah.
Our lads train Mondays and Wednesdays, 6 to 8. 6 to 7 is football, 7 to 8 is hurling.
Yeah. I was saying earlier there, I played in London myself. I was there for 14 years, and I played most of my adult hurling in London. And you know, the one common bond every one of us had in London, I'm sure it's the same in New York, where the diaspora is the common bond we had was the GA. We could walk into any bar, into any job, and you talk to a fella. He could be from Antrim, he could be from Donegal, he could be from Cork or Kerry, and you can sit down and talk to him, and it's like we knew each other all our life. So the GA is a wonderful, especially for the diaspora, I feel.
It opens up a lot of doors for everybody. So.
Yeah.
Like if you play GA, you can go to any country in the world pretty much, and just join a local club, and you've instantly friends, you've instantly networked for work and everything. It's just
the three of us could go up to the village there, and we could stay there till 12 o'clock tonight, and we wouldn't run out of words.
Especially after you beating Cushendall, you'll definitely.
That's a long time ago, but the president of the GA is from New York as well, so I mean that must mean a lot too, like to the Irish Americans, to the Irish diaspora. Like
it's a good boost to the GA in America in general. But you know, unfortunately, his term is coming to an end now, so hopefully we're not forgotten about. You know,
isn't that the struggle? Like to say, with the likes of New York and London and other, you know, that they tend to get sort of patted in the head and well done, and then it's kind of you get forgotten, as you say, like, you know. And that's the thing that the GA must remember. What the work that you're doing is the same as the work that's going on in this parish, in any other parish in Ireland.
Yeah, it is pretty much on a similar par.
Yeah.
Maybe not, we say, as much, but definitely we're trying to push to get to that level.
Yeah. You probably don't want me to bring up this subject, but New York had a great win this year.
Well, it's like this.
I couldn't let the question all man like it.
Listen, look
yeah. But it was really and truly, it was a fantastic for New York to produce that type of win against Leitrim. Like, I mean, Leitrim are a solid football team with a great football background, and they were Connacht champions, and you know, so
I could give 100 excuses, but the better team won in the day, so.
Yeah, but it's testament to the work that goes on in New York, and how, you know, that is a huge win, like, a huge win. You can see what it meant to the players as well, like.
Hopefully it'll you know, it'll progress from there, you know. That's...
Where are you at now in your club and your championships and that when you go back?
Well, like the senior championships and stuff like that, the
hurling is over. Hurling is over.
Yeah.
Tipperary won the hurling.
That's right, I saw that actually.
Limerick won the junior hurling, and then football, I don't know what stage they're at. Probably
I still think they're not even
noted different. Yeah.
And
so
our underage setup is split up into 2 different seasons, pretty much. So like, the end of the school year kind of ends our year for the championship side, and then the fall season then would be kind
starts in September.
That would start when the schools go back again.
The claim to fame around here, if anyone came back from America, they would say, well, I got to play in Gaelic Park, and it was like they had played in Croke Park, the way they built it up. But it's great to have that Gaelic Park and have that tradition. You know, the All-Irelands in 1947-48 were played there. I mean, it's a amazing story, really, when you think about it.
Oh yeah, listen, hopefully they'll get the clubhouse completed. And
the Gaelic Park has all the history, but if you look at online and look at our club, the setup they have there is
second to none.
It's a credit to the founding members.
All the people we nothing to really do with being Peadar or anybody sort of our age. It's all the generations before us set the whole thing up, and it's absolutely second to none.
Yeah. You're heading off to Galway now, I think, after this, see? Tomorrow sometime maybe.
Canning,
Joe Canning, he might show you a thing or two,
I actually listen, look, it's all about games. Those kids, some of them, that's probably their 3rd hurling game this year, you know, so look, games is what we need, and we just don't get it in the hurling in America as such. So.
Yeah, obviously, It's, the last thing I say, when I was young fella and playing over in London, we came home a few times. We came home in centenary year. And like yourselves, we came home, we toured around, we played a few different clubs and that. And what that really did for us, like as a whole club, supporters and all, it really bonded us together even more. Like it's the common denominator, and it's the bond that and when we went back, we actually won the championship because of that bonding we had, going around together, drinking together, socialising and
dancing together.
Yeah, and dancing together. We won't go any further than that. Other things happen too. But
almost being taken out of it at senior level, like, because it's so strict and everything. But like the team bonding nights are as important, or team bonding weekends are as important as anything, like. So like this will hopefully bond not just the players but all the parents together as well. Get to know each other up there and stick together and keep pushing on.
It's a lovely scene, and it was lovely to see your supporters there getting behind the team, and that's what it's all about in the GA, and making new friends, and that's the thing. So I think you're going back to Woodstock for a bite to eat and whatever, like. So it was great to have you here, and you're welcome to come back, obviously. And if we're ever in New York, we're going to look you up, and we'll be looking you up online as well. So thanks very much, lads, for talking to me.
Beautiful part of the country. Thank you very much for taking us in.
Very good. Thanks. Up to better.